My name is Darren Picht. I'm a licensed funeral director for around 25 years, and I've been at Plaza Jewish Community Chapel for 17 years in April. People are very curious about this profession. My daughter was in first grade, and she wrote down for a career day that her dad was a magician instead of a mortician. And I went to class, and I asked the kids if they had ever lost someone, and a few kids raised their hands, and I explained to them, when you do lose a loved one, I'm the one that people call, and I'm the one that takes care of their loved ones.
My name is Michael Horgan. I've been a licensed funeral director for 20 years. Dressing for success. I think it's the presentation is important, like anything else in life. You know, it's the first thing you see with somebody. So I was contacted on my cell phone by the family of a man who had passed away. He had left his clothes to be buried in with detailed instructions for his burial. Included in his wishes was that only I be the person to handle his preparations and his funeral. Old-fashioned type of guy, suit, tie. Everything was neatly placed, of course, in such a detailed manner. The reality and the acceptance of where we all go in the end and what's going to happen to us, and taking care of the earthly part of what would be left.
My name is Dyarmus. I've been here since 2001. If you combine everything, it's about 54 years, 53 years. If you want to find happiness for a day, for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a week, go on a fishing trip. If you want a happiness for a year, possibly come into some money. But if you want happiness for a future, make a difference with a family. This is me. This is who I am, and I try to bring that every single day to this environment.
My name is Joshua Adam Bendicha. After losing my mother 4 years ago, it's actually 4 years ago to this day, I made arrangements at a funeral home where our assistant manager, Michael Horgan, used to work, coming into that funeral home, and I was so nervous. I didn't know what to do. You know, I was going through such a deeply traumatic time, and if it wasn't for Michael, I would have never been able to get through that. And I guess Michael saw something in me. A couple of weeks after my mother passed, we were in touch, and he sort of brought me into the funeral industry. I have developed a high sense of compassion and empathy towards anybody that loses a loved one in their life.
My name is Anthony Cartagena, and I'm a funeral director here at the Plaza Jewish Community Chapel. I've been a funeral director for 16 years. I take much pride in developing relationships and a mutual trust. There was a family who expressed their appreciation during a memorial service for not only Plaza as a group, but singled me out in particular for the service and attention and compassion and kindness displayed to them. And just to be mentioned during the service was very touching.